Tonight, a school teacher's secret life. Cops say a fifth-grade public school teacher in Philadelphia stole 42 laptop computers from her school and sold them to support her heroin habit. A pawn shop owner blew the whistle on 35-year-old Kathleen Kremis. When he realized the laptops were school property, Kremis was arrested at the home of her disabled ex-husband, who was also taken into custody. Cops say Kremis was hiding a serious heroin habit, and it appears she was spending her money on drugs instead of utilities. She apparently doesn't even have running water at home. How did this teacher allegedly pull off stealing so many laptops? Why did her school principal call her a beloved teacher with no hint of a problem? What? Straight out to addiction specialist Howard Samuels. Howard, how does this fifth-grade teacher hide the fact that she's a heroin addict?
Well, Jane, I must say, first of all, I'm a recovering heroin addict of 26 years clean and sober. And, you know, when you're a heroin addict, you can just do enough heroin every day to be well. And so it doesn't appear that you're high because all you are is using enough heroin to get well. And then maybe when you go home at night, you'll do enough to get high. But what is important here is that this is not uncommon for me, which is unfortunate. I mean, I deal with a lot of school teachers, policemen, lawyers who have cocaine and heroin problems. I mean, this is really what's happening out there. And I think that the schools and families, everybody really needs to be able to be more vigilant and educated as to what addiction looks like so they can help these people catch it before they hurt the children.
What are the signs?
What are the
I always thought heroin addicts nodded out, like they're talking and they go, right?
Well, they do, but when you have a serious heroin habit, you can actually show up to work and just do enough heroin so you appear normal. But the important thing about a heroin addict, their pupils are pinned. They're pinned, and you'll notice the heroin addict is always scratching their face, scratching their shoulders. And, you know, there is something always a little off. They're sluggish. So those are the things you have to really see about a heroin addict. I mean, when I see a heroin addict, I know it right off the top. My stomach flips because I've been there, done that.
Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, as a recovering alcoholic myself, I can pick up on somebody who has an alcohol problem like that because I know all the signs because I used to do the very same things. So I understand what you're talking about there. Well, that's pretty subtle, though, scratching and dilated pupils that are pins. Is there anything else? I mean, how would this principal said she was a beloved teacher who had no problems. What the heck?
Well, you know, I mean, you know, heroin can be very sort of, you can hide it. I mean, you have to see how many times they go to the bathroom. You know, she may probably have syringes on her because she's shooting it up.
Needle marks.
You know, needle marks on her arms.
I noticed she's wearing a long sleeve sweater. Okay?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, and heroin addicts, there's always a bit of an edge to them. I mean, they got anger, a little edgy.
Gotta leave it right there.